The administration will also continue to work out and call out misinformation and conspiracy theories around the storm and federal and state responses. This is wrong, dangerous, and it must stop immediately.
This is exactly why they want to censor us.
Are we concerned about any misinformation or disinformation?
We done pissed them off.
Regarding evacuations that we need to clear up at this point?
There's been a lot of misinformation out there, Madam Vice President, that's for sure.
Now they want to roll with the whole misinformation, disinformation things because we've been showing you guys the truth. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I am Ty Smith. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view my content. Make sure you follow me on all the platforms you see above and below. And clicking this like button right here, the thumbs up, that's how my content will consistently be recommended to you and pushed out there in the YouTube world. Also, if you want me to look at a clip, react to the clip, see something that you think I should see while shouting you out, make sure you go to patreon.com/Modern Renaissance Man and find out how you can do it there. Last but not least, double check and make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel because a lot of you are being unsubscribed to the channel mysteriously. YouTube has no idea how that's happening, but it's happening. I know it has nothing to do with me showing you guys the truth and spreading this truth. Okay? So, yeah, make sure you do that. Also, I keep forgetting, folks. I'll tell y'all at the end of this video. Don't worry about it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made headway. We have made a whole lot of headway, a lot of headwind, a lot of front wind, back wind, front wind, whatever you want to call it. Lead way, back way, front way, all the way. We made a whole bunch of noise is what we content creators have done. To the extent the government is getting pissed off and trying to turn themselves into victims. Can you believe that? We don't like them saying these things about us. We don't like them. We don't like them saying that. They doing us so wrong. Why they saying we not there? Why they saying we not doing it? Why we not? And then what's funny is that the Trump deranged syndrome kick in. But I'm not going to let y'all forget something while y'all claiming, why are we saying this about you guys? Why are we doing this to you guys? Because I'm not going to let y'all forget what you guys did to a lot of us Americans. But before I get to any of that, check it out.
And defended his administration's slow response to Hurricane Helene, calling any criticism of it disinformation and pointing fingers at Trump.
There's been a reckless and irresponsible and relentless promotion of disinformation and outright lies about what's going on. Former President Trump has led this onslaught of lies. Assertions have been made that property is being confiscated. That's simply not true. They're saying people impacted by these storms will receive $750 in cash and no more. That is simply not true either. They're saying that money needed for these crises are being diverted to migrants. What the heck are they talking about? Stop it. It's outrageous. It's just not true.
Biden's fighting Trump harder than the hurricane. If he should be angry at anybody, he should be angry at his team. They didn't pre-position assets in North Carolina to help in the foothills. Just like Afghanistan and the border, the hurricane's now Trump's fault. Americans have lost power, their homes, some of them even their husbands. They're not worried about what politicians say on TV. They are worried because they haven't seen FEMA all week. Criticizing your government isn't misinformation. It's a God-given right of every American. Instead of battling to save lives, the Biden-Harris administration's treating natural disasters like a PR battle that need to be won with words instead of fast action.
There have always been issues in disasters. Maui, certainly this happened where there's misinformation or there's scams, but we've never seen anything like we have at this level.
The administration will also continue to work out and call out misinformation and conspiracy theories around the storm and federal and state responses. This is wrong, dangerous, and it must stop immediately.
Are we concerned about any misinformation or disinformation regarding evacuations that we need to clear up at this point?
There's been a lot of misinformation out there, Madam Vice President, that's for sure.
The only misinformation we've heard is that Biden's doing a great job. Oh, and if you just drive your electric car, Cat 5 hurricanes will shrink into Cat 2s. Americans are naturally suspicious of the government after they lied to us about Oh, I don't know, Vietnam, Iraq, COVID, Russia, the president's health. This isn't a cheap fake. North Carolina sees the aftermath, and Biden and Harris were late. So what are they claiming is disinformation? Number one, FEMA is seizing property. Trump never said that. Number two, people wouldn't get more than $750. Trump never said that. Oh, and then the migrant money. That came from them. Mayorkas said FEMA was going to run out of money for hurricane season. And FEMA admitted they wasted $1 billion on migrants. Now, I'm not great at math. If I were, I'd work on Wall Street. But if you spend too much money on one thing and don't have enough money for another thing, that means you messed up. But if someone's making crazy claims on the internet about FEMA, so what? The President of the United States shouldn't be amplifying it at a press conference. No one had ever heard about most of this misinformation until Biden repeated it in front of the nation. All of this silliness is designed to distract the media from covering Biden's failure in North Carolina. He makes the story about Trump, so the story's not about him.
Lord Jesus, it's Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault. Matter of fact, the hurricane was Trump's fault. And the Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton, both were Trump's fault. Just all Trump's fault. Don't y'all get tired? No matter what comes up, it's Trump, Trump, Trump. It was Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault. Now, I know y'all were wondering what I was going to say before I had y'all watch that video right there. Do you guys remember a time when SC-19 was going around when they was trying to really urge everybody to get the Fauci, ouchie, hokey pokey clot shot? Y'all remember that? Yeah, I definitely did not get it, right? But let us not forget that it was the government who had a lot of you easily manipulated folks going around and acting like healthy individuals like myself and others. We were the plague. Joe Biden, out of his own mouth, said that this is a pandemic. Listen, folks, listen. Look. This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. The unvaccinated, it's their fault. They're asymptomatic. Get the vaccination. And this fool even had the nerve to say the last time we had a hurricane come here in Florida, the best thing you can do for a hurricane is get vaccinated. Not seek shelter. Not seek higher ground. Not try to get out of it, but to get the vaccination is what he pushed. Point is this. The government can push out all this nonsense coming from the government about how this is about folks that's asymptomatic. Oh, they are the reason why. They can mess up your grandma and your grandfather. They will be the reason why this stuff spread because they're spreading it asymptomatically. They're impeding on your breathing. I mean, y'all did so much stuff and now y'all want to cry because we're telling you, government, that y'all are not doing your job, which we're not surprised by it. We have a right to criticize you. You must forgot this is supposed to, y'all forgot that we are a republic. We are a republic. It is our job to criticize the government. It's supposed to be you working for us. We, the people, vote you in. And if we are voting you in because we want you to do what? The will of the people, then you darn right we're going to criticize you. And if you are doing your job right, don't worry about it. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, then don't worry about it. It's just like this, folks. As a director in some of my facilities, I love how a lot of times, you know, if state shows up to do their audits or anything like their annuals, it amazes me that a lot of times when state shows up, people, oh, hey, Ty, state's here. I'm like, okay, I'm good. Why, what? I'm not about to be in a panic. And if state, which they have, come to me and say, hey, we need some notes on some patients, X, Y, and Z, Can you produce that for us? Yes, I sure will. Do you want it from, what range do you want it from? This month, last month? Oh, if you can give us the last 90 days, that would be awesome. Okay, I'll pull up the last 90 days. I have that for you guys, and you want me to bring it to you? Now, if they say, oh, this facility that he's directing over, they're not doing their job. They need to quit saying this about me because they just spread misinformation. I'll just be like, if they claim that we're not doing our job, then prove it. See what I'm saying? If I was a FEMA director, if I'm not doing my job as a FEMA director or a FEMA administrator, I would tell them in what way are we not doing our job. Well, they're saying you're not doing this, you're not doing that, which we are telling them that they're not doing it. But instead of saying, yes, we are, or you guys will be able to see that based off of our actions or based off of the work that we are doing, you will see what we are of and what we are made of. But instead, there's misinformation. Why they saying this about just because you don't see FEMA out there don't mean they're not out there. Well, this $7 billion, we forgot about it. We just stop. And now y'all want to come at content creators like myself. This is not even, it's amazing to me. It lets us know you guys have been called out on your bullcrap. We shine the light on what y'all were doing in darkness, and y'all don't like that. Y'all complain about how bright the light is instead of complaining about and owning up to the crap you caused in the darkness that nobody else could see. Yeah, you heard that. Let me know what y'all think of this by putting it in the comment section after this video. Don't forget, if you would like to see the next video that I will be doing in chronological order, it will be up here. Things that I do as a variety on this channel will be down here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.